August 22nd, 2022, end of day, Monday. Our Father, who defends his people. Obadiah chapter 1, verse 13 says this: You should not march through the gates of my people in the day of their disaster, nor gloat over them in their calamity in the day of their disaster, nor seize their wealth in the day of their disaster. This passage is an excerpt from a vision that the Lord gave prophet Obadiah concerning the judgment of the kingdom of Edom because of its violence against the people of God. Edom was the kingdom that came from Jacob's twin brother Esau, and Edom had acted violently towards Israel and was being judged unto destruction. However, the prophecy invites us to look beyond the earthly versions of these two kingdoms. For example, verse 4, speaking of Edom, says this: Though you soar like the eagle and make your nest among the stars, from there I will bring you down, declares the Lord. When Edom is described as soaring like an eagle and making a nest among the stars, we can see that the reference is to an Edom that is spiritual in nature. This spiritual Edom orchestrated violence against the kingdom of Israel, which is itself a reference to the spiritual kingdom of Zion, found in verse 17. But on Mount Zion will be deliverance, it will be holy, and Jacob will possess his inheritance. The prideful violence of Edom against his brother Jacob is visited on his own head, and Edom is ripped apart and destroyed forever. The passage in verse 13 is an indictment against Edom for gloating over the destruction of Israel when things were going badly for her. The Lord cautions Edom not to rejoice on the day of Judah's calamity and not to loot her treasure while she is struggling. In this prophecy, even as Edom will act poorly towards Israel, calamities will be visited upon Edom, and Edom will burn and be utterly destroyed. Thus will Edom be judged for his cruelty upon his brother Israel.